We are the SSS student. Please come forward. Let me show you step by step on how to factorize a given expression. Okay. Now it reads factorize completely. A square minus 4a into a square minus 4a minus 2 minus 15. Okay. Now just watch till the end. We are going to provide a solution to it. Okay. Now the first step, if you look at these two sets of brackets, you notice something. We have x square minus 4a. A square minus 4a, we have a square minus 4a. They are similar or the same. Now, what are we to do? We are going to let for them. We say let a square minus 4a equals x. Okay, it means now anywhere we see a square minus 4a, we are going to replace it with x. Now we have this is x into, now we have x minus 2, okay, minus 15. Now the next step, we are going to multiply. This becomes x square minus 2x minus 15. This is equal 0. Now since this is quadratic equations and we are going to apply any of the three methods that we are to use in solving a quadratic equation, but like we are going to use a factorization method. Okay, now to factorize this, what are the two numbers that if you multiply them you're going to have 15? Then if you add or you subtract, you're going to have 2. That is, we say 5 times 3. 5 times 3, they are the numbers. Now this becomes, you can say by factorization method, this becomes, we say x square. Now instead of this, we are going to have the two numbers, that is 3 times 5. This becomes minus 5x plus 3x minus 15 equals 0. Okay. Now from this becomes, if we decide to group them, what do you think it is common from the two sets? X, taking it outside, what remains is x minus 5. The same thing, plus 3 common, then taking it outside, x remains minus 5 equals 0. Now therefore, we can have x plus 3 into x minus 5 equals 0. So it means we have factorized the given equation that we are given, but recall that since we are already letting a square minus 4a to be x, it means anywhere we see x, we are going to substitute it with a square minus 4a. That's exactly what we are going to do. Now this is x, and remember we have x already as a square minus 4a. Now, therefore, we are going to say a square minus 4a minus 5 into the next one also, this x already be letting as a square minus 4a, then we say plus 3, then everything equals 0. Now from this is quadratic equation also, this is also quadratic equation. Then let us also apply factorization method to factorize this quadratic equation instead of quadratic equation. Now what are the two numbers that if you multiply them you are going to have 5? Adding or subtracting the two numbers giving you 4. That is, if you say 1 times 5, you are going to have 5. 1 times 5 giving you 5. Then 5 minus 1 giving you 4. So those are the two numbers. Now for this first bracket, we are going to use, we say a square minus, instead of this 4, we are going to use minus 5a plus a minus 5. Okay, then this becomes, this is just for the first bracket, then this becomes a into, this becomes a minus 5. Then what do you think is common from the two sets also? It is plus 1 into a minus 5. Okay, therefore this becomes a plus 1 into a minus 5. Okay, then similarly, let us look at this other set. Now if we factorize also from this, what are the two numbers that if you multiply them, you're going to have 3? Then adding or subtracting the two numbers giving you 4. That is, if you say 3 times 1, it is 3 then. Minus 3 minus 1 giving you minus 4. Therefore, we are going to say a square for this minus, this becomes minus 3a minus a plus 3. Okay? Now, from this, we are going to take a outside. Then, what remains is a minus 3 for the two sets minus 1 into this is a minus 3. Therefore, we have from this point, we have now, let me just separate it. And now from this, we have, this becomes a minus 1 into a minus 3. Okay? Therefore, we can say finally, we have a plus 1 into a minus 5 into a minus 1 into a minus 3 as required. So this is what we are asked to do in respect to the problem that we are given. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share, comment, like for us to build the mathematics community. Love you more.